Hey guys, I wanted to comment a little bit on the results of the election and the let's say the tension in the U.S. right now. I've seen a lot of angry videos, especially by women who are banding together to let's say not sleep with men and stuff like that, which is from my perspective fine. Like everybody's entitled to their own, let's say, chastity. I think I even celebrate it. However, I do have something to say in regards to the people who have protested, who, let's say, are making threats. I don't think that should be tolerated. And if anything, the recent victory should be an opportunity for the victors to assert themselves and use power. And I wanted to make a commentary on the West in general, in the sense of like the moral decay and the cultural decay and the lack of authority and the premises of liberalism that lead to this situation. Um, I'm not a fan of Trump, but I prefer him like vastly over Kamala Harris, and like you don't need to, let's say, be uh, a fan of Trump to actually have a positive impact on what's going on in the sense of, um, let's say, the proper way a society should function. As a Christian, it's very difficult sometimes to respond, let's say, to violence in a way that is, let's say, both uh, coherent with what Christianity and what Christ taught, um, and also, let's say, um, appropriate to a world of conflict. Christianity uh, espouses a vision of the kingdom of heaven where such conflicts no longer exist. And this doesn't mean that Christianity is unsuitable for this fallen reality. Quite the contrary. But how to remain a Christian in such a fallen world is sometimes tough. And I wanted to speak a little bit about it. I think this is a moment to use power. I think this is a moment to consolidate. I think this is a moment to really embody the authority that this victory is granting, at least the moral legitimacy to, let's say, establish a moral code and to defend it. So I don't think it's legitimate to have 100-pound women physically and verbally threatening people. I think these people should be, let's say, locked up. I think that's very important. And unfortunately, you guys are going to gloat, but you're not going to do what's correct. Instead of gloating, you should be locking up these people because not only are they criminals in the sense of making threats, actual threats uh, to other people, but also not only is gloating not good for you, not only is boasting not good for you, you are given this authority to use in the name of God. So the proper response is to put the crazy people in the asylum. I hope you take this very seriously because like you cannot complain afterwards if you do not use the power that you, let's say, are given. It's not enough to vote. It's not enough to have a gotcha moment with the other person. You need to actually rebuild your society. You need to rebuild your society, and it starts with you, with your every interaction. Of course, you need to learn how to not overstep your boundaries, to not overstep your authority, but you need to use it. You need to use it, and you need to put these people in place. Men, women, children, you need to start building a society that is no longer held simply by the power of the sword. You need to take risks and to, let's say, have an open dialogue with how the regulatory agencies, the legislators, the governors, and the police forces work. You need to bring back a way to discipline people who step out of line. You need to, let's say, be a little bit more discerning. You cannot, let's say, allow people to start creating, let's say, scenes in public. That the inability to establish order legitimately could threaten the legitimacy of what you are trying to accomplish. Classical liberalism will not get you out of it. You need to actually discipline, unfortunately, grown ass people. So that's my message to you. Um, I hope God helps you um, grow and repent. I think voting for Trump is a step in the right direction. I hope God enlightens him and that you have a blessed uh, time. I hope that Trump gets to solve a lot of the issues that have been troubling you as a people, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because Trump is emblematic of a lot of things, good and bad. So I'm happy that he has won, but this is not the end. This is merely the beginning. So we'll talk about it. If you have any comments, please write and I'll try to reply. See you next time.